Hello, hello. Welcome to Happy Scrappy Hour. Today we are going to be checking out the Tonic Studios Rustic Rose trend. And my daughter is joining us again.
Hello there.
She can put her hand here and wave to people because
Hello.
that's, I guess, what we do as YouTubers.
Hello, Internet.
All right. Hey, Mom. Want to say hi to Grandma?
Hello. I like your profile photo.
It's Pusheen. Of course she likes it.
Pusheen.
So I have the entire Rustic Rose collection. I got it, I think, like 2 weeks ago. It came out at the very end of September. And I have not opened it up yet because school has been that incredibly crazy. So I thought we could do a little live together. So this right now is the entire Rustic Rose trend. See if I can talk.
Can you speak?
Apparently not. There's one thing that I don't have out of this, and that is the expanding mousse in natural cotton. That was not on the US website. So they've got it in the UK. It hasn't made it to the US yet. So hopefully I will be finding out soon when that will be available. First thing I wanted to take a look at was the Craft Perfect side of Rustic Rose, which is their cardstock. And they have 5 different ones that are coming out. The first is this bubblegum pink. I actually have 4 of the 5 pages from the Tonic Craft Kit. So if you like these types of things, the Tonic Craft Kit is absolutely awesome because you get a small selection of stuff and they send you some really great things. And I need to do some more with that kit on here. But this is just your regular linen. The linen texture cardstock. The other side is a little smoother, but still has a bit of texture. Next is the glitter card. Oh, here, you can take that. I got somebody I can hand things to. We have our glitter card called Pink Frosting, and it is an iridescent glitter on it, and it is gorgeous. Now, this is not no shed. This will shed a little bit. Like, I've been touching it. I don't have it all over my hands. Even from that, I don't see any. But it's not like coated in the plastic. So if you do die cut it, it will die cut a little easier. It has the paper backing to it as opposed to a plastic backing. Hi, Deborah. Welcome.
Hello.
There you go. Those are both 8.5 by 11 letter size. The other 3 are A4 size, which is the UK version of letter size. It's slightly taller and slightly narrower. But we have the Sage Roses, which is a pearlescent card. And it has roses embossed in it. So this is a really beautiful thing to mat your photos with for scrapbooking. And obviously, I mean, it's supposed to be for cards and stuff, but I quite like it for scrapbooking. All of these packs contain 5 sheets in it. Next up, we have another specialty paper called Peach Parfait. And this is actually a cotton paper, and it's embossed with hearts on it. This one is. So you get your embossed side here with the pearl peach parfait, I guess, peach colored. On the back, you have the debossed hearts. So if you want to, oh look, Deborah says hi to you too.
Hello.
So if you don't particularly like this color, you can flip it over and you can actually color this with embellishment mousse, with sparkle spray, something like that. All right, and then the last one is one I do not have a sample of, and this is the Rose Gold Blossom. This is also A4. Hi, Becky. This is exactly what it is. It's an unboxing video.
Yeah, I assume so.
So this is Rose Gold Blossom, and it is craft cardstock. It is not texture or anything. And then it has the flowers and like kind of vine. It's not really, yeah, there are some little flowers in there, but it's all done with the rose gold foiling. This is absolutely gorgeous. Again, a great thing to add some layers to a layout because you get a little bit of that shine peeking out. You can still ink these, Elizabeth.
Hooray!
I know that's her favorite thing. What you missed, Becky, real quick, are the other 4 papers from the collection. So I'm on the last one of Craft Perfect, or at least of the whole sheets. All right, so also for Craft Perfect, they have the little 6x6 ones. This is the mixed card pack. So Elizabeth, can you hand me the brown, yeah, that one. So in here you have 6x6 sizes of the Rose Gold Blossom, the Pink Frosting Glitter, these sage roses, and then the bubblegum pink classic card. So you get a 6x6 mix of all of this. If you are not sure if you want, if you see some of these and you're like, I kind of want it, but I don't want to buy like entire packs, this is a great thing to do. I use 6x6 to do lots of layering with my scrapping pages. And especially if you're making messy stacks, this stuff works beautifully. And then you don't have to like cut up an entire sheet of paper, which is what I hate to do. Let's pull out some scissors. Please tell me I did not break a nail. I think I just broke my nail. Okay. Yes, I love that there's a mix. And that's really how I started getting into the Craft Perfect stuff. So Becky, I need you to be careful because this is kind of the gateway paper. You know, you like this and you're like, ooh, I just need to get whole packs of these. It starts out off with the 6x6 and then it gets worse. It's an addiction, I swear. But a good one if you get pretty paper out of it. Let's see if I can open this package here. All right. The other 6x6 that they have is, oh, are you kidding? Hey, I'm just saying, sharing my thoughts on their product. Their product sells itself. It is awesome.
She is correct, though.
All right. So they also do pattern paper. Now the pattern paper they have is only in the 6x6 size, which I wish they would make it in like 12 by 12 because that would be awesome. But each you get, hey, I have been honest that the drops are addictive. We'll get to those in a moment. Okay, so the 6x6 pattern paper, you have 24 sheets. There are 8 designs, 6 of each. So each it's double-sided. So if there's one side you don't particularly like, you've always got the other side. So this it's kind of hard to see, but it's kind of got almost like a rhombus type pattern. I look at this and I see those 3D boxes that we would draw when we were in elementary school. And then you've got some polka dots. This one was more of a pink. And then this one is more of a peach. So you've got hearts on it, and then you've got this nice little zigzag. The next 2 patterns, you have like not X's, not florals. It almost reminds me of the mid-century circles type design that Erin Condren was doing a couple years ago with her stuff. So it's really nice, but you also have, again, peach. You have a little peach stripe. And then finally, you have something more in the craft tones where you have, these are actually little tiny hexagons, and then this really nice stripe. So you've got a lot of variety in that too. So if you're looking to just try it out, I would suggest one of these 2. I would lean towards this one because you get all the fun textures and stuff with it. All right, Becky, this is where you have to leave because I'm about to start with my favorite part, the Nouveau. See, I dump all this out. And it's like I can hear angels singing.
You are weird.
Yes, I am. So some of this I'm going to need you to scoot a little bit. I got to pull a notebook out. Okay, there we go. Some of this, I already have my cards pulled and made. Some of it, hey, Miranda. Love the leaf pattern, but the size of the 8x10. Hold on. This one? That pattern? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, the paper, the rose gold is on. Yes, this is in the 6x6. So Miranda, tonight we are swatching the new Rustic Rose collection, or trend, excuse me, the Rustic Rose trend from Tonic Studios. So you'll get, again, this is also 24 sheets. You get 6 of each. So you'll have 6 of the 6x6 ones. I don't know if the pattern is the same size or if it's scaled down. I want to say it's the same size, but you know what? I don't know for sure. Let's open up and find out. Let me see if I can open up something on YouTube without stabbing myself. I've done it once. Let's see if I can do it again. Hold on, I'm trying to get it off my thumb there. All right. So, no, it is the same scale as the larger sheets. So I'm trying to turn it so you can kind of, there we go. You don't have to buy it. You come to my house and you get it. So, why the what emoji?
Dabbing emoji.
Just to annoy you. Elizabeth does not like the dabbing emoji, so please use that one a lot.
No!
The same thing. The same thing with the sage roses. Those are also not scaled down. But you get, it's the same quality of paper, the same thickness as well, which is super nice. Okay, now going back to the swatching. So here is everything for the Nuvo side of it, except, like I said earlier, except for the one expanding mousse in natural cotton. That, look at all those little dabbing guys. That was not available on the US site. And that happened with the last collection, White Wonderland, where the embossing powders did not arrive at the same time as the rest of it. And they did not want to hold it up for just one thing, because we've been waiting for a while for this. I was actually quite pleased that it came out in September. That's when it was originally slated for. I assumed it would end up getting delayed until October because of the trouble with the virus and the supply issues. So the fact that the June trend was in September and then the September trend was in September too was fabulous. All right, so we have a variety of things. Some we will put on my actual swatch cards. Others we're not. We're just going to kind of play around with it a little bit. Remind me when we do this shimmer powder, we need to turn the fan off. Because I have not turned the fan off for shimmer powder before. And let me tell you, that stuff goes everywhere. Everywhere. All right. Where's my paper? Let's pull out. This is how I keep my scraps in an accordion file.
Oh, gosh, don't
All right, so we can swatch on that, and then we're going to pull out some black so we can swatch on that. I want one more black sheet, actually. There we go.
Oh.
Yes. I will not swatch the glitter. I will pour it out in my little thingies, though, for you guys. And the light has to be, or the fan has to be off for the glitter as well. Okay, so where do we want to start? We want to start with sprays or markers. Let's start with ink pads.
Yeah.
I'm going to make Becky wait for a little while for the, yeah, just pull that paper. It'll slide. There you go. All right.
You get to keep this nice background.
I do get to keep that nice background, which I will promptly throw away.
Exactly.
All right, hold on.
Now you get what
I need you to go to your bathroom and get that wet. It will become like normal after you squeeze it a few times.
If you have to pull it too hard, it's gonna break.
Yeah, don't break it like that. She's gonna break she would be the one that will break my stamp chamois. All right, so let me open up. You know what I can do? I can put my swatch book right there. Let me just pull out some of the blank ones. All right, I'm going to need to keep this so I can write colors down later. So first up, we have Almond Cream, which is a really pretty khaki color. Got fuzz on my desk. Now, these are their hybrid diamond ink pads. You can get some of them will be in larger, you can get some of the other colors in the larger stamp pads. I just like getting them in the diamond one. This is enough for me. Now, I did not, oh, yeah, I did. Let's try that one more time on another card and see how it does. It's a little mottled, but that tends to happen with me when I stamp for the first time. So it's kind of losing some of the mottled color. Does it work now? See? Good job. And you didn't break it.
After a quick drowning of the ink thing. Oh, that's cute. I like the Mickey hats.
Thank you. That's what I've been using for my swatches. So here you go. You can kind of see. I don't think it's the exact same color. I think this is a little lighter, but
It is.
Oh, my 12-year-old has taken it upon herself to let us know it is a slightly lighter, but they are really close. This one is peach. Actually, I don't need this because I forgot they're written on the lid. So the color is written on the lid. It's also written on the side. So there is no mixing up the colors, which I have done with my Lawn Fawn stamps before, or my Lawn Fawn cube inks. This one is a little brighter than that.
Also true. That one is more of a darker neon, brighter, except not neon.
It kind of reminds me of the
It reminds me of peach.
What's that color? It's in the very front here. The blushing red Nuvo drops that look neon, but they're not really.
Yeah.
And then our last one is Cherry Blossom. This collection, when I saw the 3 of them at Creativation in January, this was the collection or the trend that did not quite excite me as much as the other ones. Now that is a lot lighter than I thought. Let's try that one more time.
Yeah, I thought that would be more of a pinkish, but that's more of like an off-white.
Well, it reminds me of Tea Rose from the Distress ink.
I'll pretend I know what that is.
That's exactly what it reminds me of. Let me check it compared to the Distress ink. Let's see here. Oh, Tattered Rose.
And now we wait.
We've got them here.
Oh.
What do you think? Is that a close match, Elizabeth?
They are. Hold on, I'm giving. They are almost identical.
Yeah, I think
oh gosh,
the Cherry Blossom is slightly lighter.
It is.
Than the Distress ink.
It's very slightly lighter.
But it's one where if you are not kind of half and half on if you're going to pick them up, then you've already got the, what's it called? Tattered Rose. You might not need to worry about this one. I will be adding
Cherry
these in to my swatch book when we're done. I'll label and everything then. I'm going to keep out the Tattered Rose. Just set it all off to the side. That's what I do.
Slightly off camera.
Slightly off camera. Yeah, I'm not all zoomed in. Or, yeah. Okay, next one up. Let me just knock things over. Is our glitter marker. Now, if you've never used these glitter... Oh, boy. Hi, Virginia. I don't think Elizabeth knew I had glitter markers. Her mouth hasn't closed yet.
How do I try this out?
I will try it in a minute. So this one's called Peppermint Cream. And this, to me, sometimes their colors match really well. Other times, I don't think it's quite the same. But you do need, let me shake it first.
Kind of marker.
You do need to prime it first, which involves pressing and holding the tip down. And it's already starting to flood in the tip. So we'll just get a little more thing. There we go. And Elizabeth is going to be amazed by these. So here we go. It is that glittery. It is amazing just how glittery this is. And I've said it before when I've done other swatches of the glitter markers. Here, you can draw on that one too. The very first glitter marker that I ever ended up with was the Iced Americano, which is brown. And I was like, great, they gave me a brown marker. What am I going to do with a brown marker? Let me tell you, that brown marker made me want all the others because seriously amazing glitter in this. I like to grade student papers in this, and they are always so excited to get like the glittery grade at the top. So
the glittery 100.
I have a feeling at this point I am going to lose my markers because Elizabeth is going to look around until she finds where they are, and she's going to steal them from me.
See, it's already started. Except it's not. This is going up here to look past.
All right, so lay it on your hand like this and roll it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to save the drops for last because those are my favorite. I like to build that anticipation.
How fast?
No, that's fine. Oh, that's good. Okay, so this product, this is their Mica Mist, which I think it's 4 ounces. I can't even remember now. Oh, 2.7. I'm really off on that. 2.7. It's an Aspen Gold, and it feels like kind of, to me at least, like out of place from the rest of it. However, when you let the gold mica in it settle, it matches this perfectly. We'll look at the embellishment mousse in a moment. I am going to attempt to not get my computer covered. We're going to do some white and we're going to do some black. All right, you know what? I'm not even going to do it on those. I'm going to do it on these for this because then I can hold it.
Bigger surface.
Not so much of a bigger surface, is more of if I hold it with the square, when I spray it, it will definitely get on me.
Yeah.
If
I like a bigger surface so that you can hold it as well.
Yeah. All right, so we want a white and a black. We're going to do that with the sparkle spray. So shake it up. Now, what I have heard, I do not have a ton of their mists because I got a ton of stuff from Glimmer Mist. I have tons of Glimmer Mist colors.
Now you know what I want to do.
Yeah, now Elizabeth wants to spray. She's not going to be allowed to spray it in here. So this comes out, and it definitely looks gold. I do not right now see any of the green that's in there. It makes you wonder, though, if as it dries, if some of that green might show up. We will have to wait and see for that. But this is it has a beautiful amount of shimmer. I have not had a bottle clog up yet. Ooh, I also have a lid that is semi-loose. Let's all be happy that didn't go everywhere. That would not be. I can handle my drops exploding. I don't think I could handle if my mica mist exploded. So I just forgot what I was saying. What was I saying?
About the mica mist and how you've never had one dried up before.
Oh, so I've never had one get clogged up, but what I've also seen people in the Facebook groups at Tonic say is that when they're done with it, they will actually take the nozzle out and go to the sink and kind of with water running will squirt it until it runs out clear. So they know for sure there's not any mica stuck in the nozzle, which is a good idea. I did that though, like 2 weeks after I got the pampas grass. What is it's the green one, second rack, top on the right. It's the same size bottle. Yep, that one. I ended up doing that with the one from the Tropical Paradise a couple weeks later, and it wasn't clogged up. So that makes me quite happy. We will have to see. I am seeing a little bit of kind of the green kind of come through, but I have to look for it. And so I would consider this to be just like a very pale gold spray. Oh, and let's try it on the black and see if it shows up.
Whoa.
So yeah, you're seeing it. You're seeing it on the black, which is nice. We want to see though what happens when it dries. Because sometimes when it dries, it kind of soaks in. So we're gonna set those to the side for right now. And then we're going to use the sparkle spray. Now, my first time with the different mists, Elizabeth, there's a little red bottle over there too. Smaller one. Please. This size. Yep, that one. So this is also from the Tropical Paradise trend. This is Amethyst Shimmer. This was the first time I used sparkle spray. I did the pampas grass. I don't know. It's an A. Pampas, I guess, is how you would say it. Anyways, I did the green one and was like, wow, look at that sparkle. And then I did the amethyst one and I went, holy moly, why don't they have all the colors in this? This is what I want. So this one you don't get as much, but let me tell you, I want all my colors in this. I would very easily give up all of the Glimmer Mist if I had all my Glimmer Mist colors like this, because the sparkle in it is going to amaze Elizabeth. Now, when this dries, this is going to be like breathtaking. I'm trying to shine it in the light. You get some gorgeous shine from that. But when it dries, that's when you really see it. Like I can look at my desk and I can see the sparkle just laying out on the desk. Elizabeth, can you?
Yes, definitely 100%. There's even a bit on here.
Oh yeah, that's
corner right around.
Well, that is old spray. That's the spray.
Yeah, like right around here.
So on black, this stuff it's like night and day. Like it shows up so incredibly well. You don't see the color though on black. So
it looks more like a gold or a rose gold.
Oh, looks more like a silver to me. Yeah. When I sprayed it, I could see the green, but as the green absorbed into the paper, you kind of lost that color. But you have got shimmer for miles. Like this would be nice. I know Tonic Studios is more for card makers rather than scrapbookers, I think, overall. But they're starting to do a little bit more in the scrapbooking market, and I love it. But this on a card would be awesome. This on a layer for doing around your photo, for your photo mats, would be fabulous. Die cutting letters from this for your title would be an awesome use of this, because you could die cut if you wanted to do your own excuse me, your own thickers. Basically, like if I did the letter A, I could cut 2 or 3 in this, stack and glue them, and then do one in this and stack it on top so I get that shimmery top and still get some of that thickness like you would with thicker. So this is fabulous. This has started to dry a little bit more. This is where it came out the very first time. It was a little thicker, but it is just wow. Like I want to use this and die cut hearts and stuff out of it and use it on layouts.
Hello.
Hi, Brenda. Welcome. We are swatching tonight. So we're going to set these aside to dry and pick them up in a little bit. Let me pull out my wipes. I was really happy I found a box of baby wipes in your closet a couple years ago. All right. So this thing, by the way, get 2 office folders and tape them together, and then you don't get sparkle quite everywhere. Mostly I save my computer monitor from it. Okay, we're going to put this, make it on one of these bowls. It's bigger, put it in there. All right. What should we do next, Elizabeth? I have embossing powder, shimmer powder, embellishment mousse.
Try the mousse.
In the mousse. Okay, Elizabeth wants the mousse. All right, let's see. There's the one I want. And we're going to use this on both of these. Why are we humming? Becky says drops. Nope, drops are at the end. I like to make myself wait, as weird as that sounds. All right, so let's try out this mousse. I need a little back pair. It's just going to bounce everywhere. All right. Now, I will tell you one thing, quite honestly, about the embellishment mousse. The embellishment mousse is not a let it sit on the shelf.
It looks like guacamole.
Well, kind of does. I really hope the guacamole you eat, though, is not this color. This is not a product that's going to sit on the shelf and stay fresh and new forever. So when you get an embellishment mousse or the expanding mousse or the crackle mousse, it does have a shelf life. I can't tell you what that is because it varies depending on your climate. But I have had some of my embellishment mousse dry up completely. Because when you first get it, it is like I've set butter out on the counter. I will let you do it in a moment. Yeah. So here it is on white. And it shows up beautifully on the black too. It's got a slight pearl to it. Now this is what I like to use through stencils. If you use it through a stencil, clean the stencil very quickly or get it in water quickly. I'd used some of the orange embellishment mousse through one of my stencils and forgot to clean it for like 2 weeks maybe. And yeah, my stencil is now orange, like quite a bit orange. Isn't it amazing on the black? I wish they'd come out with some more colors. I always forget to use my embellishment mousse, and then when I pull it out again, I'm like, oh yeah, that is so amazing. Oh no, and I told Elizabeth she could try it too. Are you good with white, or do you want some black as well?
Both.
Oh, she wants both.
Fancy.
Of course she wants both.
Obviously.
All right. I'm getting it out for you. I know you have watched you use butter. All right. Here you go. This is how my daughter is going to get into scrapbooking again. She's going to be like, I know how to use mixed media now.
On the table?
Yeah, put it on the table because you got to have something to press it on. Take a quick sip of water here.
Ooh. Spreads weirdly.
It spreads like butter. Let's see. See if you might like that. That happens to be my favorite palette knife. You just set it on the desk. This mat here is also made by Tonic Studios. No.
No, I mean, I was just waiting because I was like, I don't know what to do with this.
Spread it around some more. What do you think? Is it smooth like room temperature butter?
Yes, it is.
I will say, I actually think the glacier paste is more of a mousse-like consistency than the embellishment mousse, but they'd already named it, so they can't exactly go, we're going to rename our entire line of stuff. What do you think?
I like it.
Now, this is the one item that, again, I do not have. And where is my, there it is. They have one more color. I'm glad Elizabeth is joining us again as well. So if you are not in the United States, then you order from the UK site and you have access to the natural cotton, which is expanding mousse. I wish actually they made all of their mousse as expanding mousse because you have two options with it. So if this was expanding, I could let it here and dry on its own. I could pull out a heat gun right now and kind of heat set it. But if I heat set it as expanding mousse, it actually bubbles up and gives it a different texture, which is just plain cool. And I kind of wish that they did that so you just had more colors where you had those two options. If you wanted to let it bubble up, you could. If you just heat it with an heat gun, or you could just let it air dry. But that's just one of those things where I'm like, I hope. I don't have something because it's not available yet on the US, for the US site. It's kind of similar to last month, or yeah, I guess it was last month. It's hard to believe that was just a month ago. It's kind of similar to the White Wonderland collection that the embossing powder did not arrive to the US at the same time the rest of the collection did. It literally sat in the docks and they had to wait to get that. It came in on a different boat. So this will start to dry. It's actually started to dry a little bit already. It's one that, like, these really thin parts that I have on the very edges, those are already dry. In fact, I would bet even Elizabeth's, where it's a lot thinner, is already dry. So if you use thin coats of this, for instance, for like a background layer, and by the time you started from top to bottom on your 12 by 12 paper, I have gotten to the bottom of the page, the top is already dry, which for me, as someone who hates to wait for mixed media to dry, this is awesome. Even the thicker parts, it'll be dry relatively quickly, especially compared to something like, well, even to like the glacier paste or the glitter paste or your, I'm trying to think what I have over there. The shimmers pastes. Those will take a little bit longer to dry compared to these. We're going to move these off over here. So let's see here. So we've done our sprays. We have done our mousse somewhere in here. There we go. So I want you to take the dryer sheet and rub the inside of these 4 trays, okay? Apparently, if I rub the inside with a dryer sheet, then I will not have glitter stick quite as much, allegedly. I'm willing to try anything to make glitter not stick. All right, there we go. All right, so this is their, what do they call it? Pure Sheen glitter. Their glitter packs are usually, they now come in these little 4 packs, and you get 2 either sequins or confetti. These are both confetti. Actually, this is confetti, this is sequins. Are these the ones you've done? Are these the 2 you've done? Okay. And then you get 2 of the fine glitters. I will open this up. Open up the confettis and sequins. So
is one of them like actual glitter?
Those 2. So this is what it looks like. So these are hexagons. So actually, I look at this, and to me, this is glitter. This is very chunky glitter. This is the glitter that is perfectly sized to do nail art with. Because that's what I've seen a lot of people do, is to use this size glitter for nail art. But it has an iridescence to it. It is called Luminous Lily Pad Hexagons. So, and they look beautiful all together. These would make an awesome shaker card.
Can I promise to gently connect one of these?
I'll let you pour the sequins in. I am not letting you touch the glitter.
Why not?
Oh, especially not when you say it like that. All right, just put a little bit in there. And then these are sequins. These do have the holes in it. They are a variety of sizes. That's good. That's good. Stop.
Okay. Oh, gosh.
Oh, wow. Look at that. We've got some of the little leftover punchy stuff. All right, so what I am seeing in here are 3 different sizes. You have, where is my little sticky tool? There we go. You have some larger ones. So those are the biggest, which to me, these are kind of standard size sequin. You have a middle size, and then you have like these little baby ones. Look at how tiny they are. They're so little. Sorry, I get excited over sequins.
Yeah, I can tell. I don't know what's telling me that.
I don't know either. But this, again, I would use these for shakers, which you can do shaker bottles on, or shaker layouts, do shakers on your layouts, do shakers on your cards. I tend to forget to do them. And it's always like I'm looking at a layout and I'm putting my Nuvo drops away and I'm like, oh, I could have used it on there. All right. Now it's going to get hot in the room. I'm going to turn the fan off.
No, I don't want you to forget.
You want me to forget so I get glitter everywhere? Hey, look, I'm just saying, you're right next to me and you're wearing your pajamas. Glitter goes everywhere. It will get on you and it will go in your bedroom. And then it will never leave. Oh, this color is Water Lily Pink, which, Lily, what was this one? Lily Pad and Water Lily. This one is Shimmering Sunset. This is a gorgeous, very fine rose gold. I can tell you right now, I know what I want to use this for. It will look great in shaker boxes.
Wow.
But this
looks like a very fine glitter.
That's what I said. It's a very fine glitter. So glad she's listening. This is where I would take the double-sided tape and do like a stripe on my page and then shake the glitter over it. If you burnish it and then brush it off, you don't tend to have as much loose glitter that will fall off. Some will, but that makes such a pretty sparkle. And this is, like I said, super fine. See, and I almost spilt it right there. Okay, don't breathe too hard, dear child. This is not, it's because I gave birth to you. I know what you're doing. This, I will ground you.
I wasn't even doing it towards the glitter. I was doing it.
Ground you. This is still a very fine glitter. It's not as fine as the rose gold one. This is called Pink Posy. It is already hot in this room.
But if I promise not to spill anything.
No.
I promise.
I know you. You do not ever spill anything on purpose. And if it's an accident, then that's not something you're going to be able to promise not to do.
Promise to be very careful.
Ah, that I believe. Still no. Because if I spill it, it's going to be my fault. All right, so I just could sit and look at the glitter. Both of these are very shiny metallic. What I've noticed with the Nuvo glitters, they tend to have 3 different finishes.
Glitter check. Okay.
I'm going to sprinkle it in your hair.
Look like you touched the glitter.
It tends to have 3 different finishes. They have a metallic finish, kind of an iridescent finish, which is what you get here. And these are both metallic. And then they have a holographic finish. It's a little disappointing to me that neither of these are holographic, but that's because I am in love with holographic stuff. Already planning my next nails. Loosen an envelope. Becky, wait, hold on. Becky, you are not allowed to get with my daughter and gang up on me with glitter. Glad she's not paying attention. Hello, Tucker boy.
Just want it to look like I'm not. All
right. If you end up getting glitter or sequins, whether it's the Nuvo kind or another brand,
then you're doomed.
This is an amazing tool. It's called a surface sweep. And literally I will clean the desk off. But
how about you demonstrate?
I would like to, except when I demonstrate, it needs to go somewhere, and I don't want it all over my desk. But it's very easy because you can brush this stuff out. This thing is what made using glitter a lot easier for me. Yeah. And it's just fun to touch. Swiffer cleans it off too. Tucker gets a treat. Okay. Wow, Becky, you are letting Brenda do treats for Tucker before you are. What is going on? All right.
And he came at the perfect time.
So as I was shaking that in there, I'm going to clean these a little bit later because they'll take a couple minutes. It goes faster. It doesn't, not necessarily speedy though. Okay, but there is glitter. Where's my thingy?
Sorry, I was doing it because I was doing a pet time.
There's glitter on my desk, so I can easily just kind of sweep it off. And I've even swept it off my fingers and done it that way. All right. Now, can you scoot your chair back, kiddo? Because Tucker's going to need to get past. Here, Tucker boy. You go get the cookie. There you go. And didn't slobber on my desk again.
Oh, he's a good puppy.
He's like, I'm a good puppy. Do I get another cookie?
Yes.
No, you've had enough cookies today. All right. Since the place. He doesn't know go see daddy. He knows go see sissy. But that's hard to do because you're already in here. All right. So we're going to go ahead and do the shimmer powder and then the embossing powders. Oh, if you turn my fan on, I will ground you.
I thought you could turn the fan on again.
So there are two.
Because I turned it on and then you said powder. And then I turned it off.
There are two different ways that you can use the shimmer powder. Actually, there are three different ways. One is to get your paper wet first, and then you kind of sprinkle it on there, and it kind of bursts as you move it around and forms all of these really pretty colors. Now, I tend to have a lot of difficulty doing it like that because it doesn't all want to always balloon out.
I love it.
I figured you would love it.
Can I try it?
No. Because this makes a huge mess. Another way to do it is to, yeah, I know, I'm horrible, horrible, horrible. Sprinkle it on the paper first, on the dry paper, and then spray it. That is my favorite way to use it. Because if you do it lightly enough, it really doesn't look like much is coming out at all. And then when you spray it, it's just kind of like fireworks. I don't know how well it shows up. I will let you spray once. You just squirt. That's it. Okay. So let's see how it looks on the black. I haven't tried it on black yet. Move it over to the side. All right. So I'm going to do one more. I'm going to do a little bit.
Hey, you said once.
I know, but I also want it to get all wet. So on the black, you get some of that shimmer, but you lose all the different color variation. The third way to use it, another way to use it is, actually, let me get out one of these again.
Are you there?
No, is actually to use it as a watercolor, where I've done this with some of them, where I will mix it up. You don't get all the color variation, but what you do get is one very shimmery watercolor.
See, like he's hot. She needs the fan to be turned on.
Well, you are welcome to go to her house and turn it on for her.
Okay, I'll turn on the fan.
No, no, not that one. Turn on the fan at her house. So this one all mixed together, I don't particularly like. There are some other shimmer powders. Let me see if I can talk. That look really cool though. So this is one that I think this one came out with the Tropical Paradise collection. It's called Sunray Crusette. If you mix all of those colors, you get this really shimmery gold watercolor that you can paint with. Apparently I'm taking out all my swatch things right there. So sometimes the mix works, sometimes it doesn't. It's just a matter of playing around and checking for it. All right, I'm going to throw that away. Let me get this out before it dries in there. Because these little tiny crevices on these little triangle trays are really hard to get clean. Elizabeth really, really likes that surface sweep. She's over here going, I'm going to pet it.
It's floofy.
It is. It's very floofy.
It's like petting a cat.
All right.
Except you know that you aren't going to get bitten.
So throw that away. This one, this is just so pretty because you look at this and it doesn't look like it's got all the different colors in it. But there are greens, there's magentas, there's blues in there, and then you've got shimmer all over it. So we're going to set that to the side and let it dry. This one did not turn out like I would have wanted it to, so I'm just going to toss it. What did you do, Sue? Oh, she's floofing on my my elbow. All right, I just realized I do not have my stamp pad out that I need. Let me see. There it is. Hold on one second.
Mommy, Puppers demands attention.
Well, Puppers can demand a lot of things. Doesn't mean Puppers is going to get it.
Puppers requesting attention.
No, you can tell me, or actually do it in the comments. After this is over, do it in the comments. Tell me what your favorite product was that we saw, and I will draw a name and contact you on this post, and then we can DM each other. And then I will send you some of the Rustic Rose collection that I have. So we will do that. It'll be fun to do. You can help me pick a name from a hat. Maybe we can do it next Thursday. What do you think, Elizabeth?
Okay.
All right. So Elizabeth's like, I have no clue what we're doing. I wasn't paying attention.
No, I do know.
Becky.
I've seen people do this before.
Becky, I have been afraid of the powders too, and it's one thing where I feel like I really have to kind of concentrate and go, okay, I can do this. I can do this.
You know what I want to do now?
Pour it? No.
Why not?
Because I'm a mean, horrible mother.
You look at all that extra glitter.
I will ground you.
Why?
Because I am not getting embossing powder everywhere. This stuff is almost worse than glitter sometimes. Okay. It is really pretty, but it can be very dangerous. Don't touch it because I have to heat it. She's just like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Again, this is where the surface sweep comes in handy. I'm going to go ahead and stamp. See? Yes, Rustic, we're doing the drops last. So we've got our glitter powder or embossing powder, and then we're going to do glacier paste, and then we will do the 4 new drop colors.
Is this one there?
That's the same one as that. It's a sample size of it. Unfortunately, I do not have a sample size of this green. Now, this green is listed as a glitter. Wait, this one's pearled. The other one's glitter. This is pearled pistachio.
Good, let me do it.
Well, you can go live with Becky then. I'm like, that's not going to work on me, kiddo. Haven't you learned this yet?
Obviously not.
Surface sweep. There it is.
It is everywhere.
Okay. We got 10 minutes for the remainder of Happy Scrappy Hour. Alrighty. So, pull out my heat gun and let's see how this stuff changes.
To see how it changes.
I know, me too. We're going to do the green one first.
Can I hold it?
No, because it's hot and you can burn yourself. So again, this is pearl pistachio. Now, Elizabeth, watch the green because it will melt and turn colors. It's starting to melt.
It turns from green
into shiny green.
Into more opaque.
So this one, I think I tapped the card too hard because I got rid of some of my powder there. It's like magic, but this is a gorgeous green. This to me screams springtime. Elizabeth, it screams Christmas. I think this would look really lovely with
both of those together.
There's a Prima Christmas line that this would look really nice with. All right, now this one's cool because the glitter isn't as noticeable, but when it melts, the glitter will become more noticeable. There it comes.
Any second now.
Nope. There we go. And then, oh, just wait. Now, though, you can touch it. It won't come off. So this one is very subtle, but the glitter is amazing. Can you match with some collections you already have? Yes, I can. I will go through and see if some, check out some of the more recent collections that I've got and see what we have that coordinates. If there's a collection you're curious about, either leave a comment or come over to my Facebook group, because it's a lot easier to interact over in the Facebook group. I will say that. All righty. Next up, we have something that Elizabeth will be allowed to swatch.
Yes! Finally.
And I just realized I didn't clean this, which it's not the best way to clean it off right now, but at least it won't get quite as yucky.
It works.
Exactly. All right. So our last thing before the drops. Well, you can do the drops too, but the last thing before this is the glacier paste. Now, this has a lot of mica in it, and I will be honest that I have to remind myself when I use it, I have to remember that I need to clean up very quickly after it, because this is another one where the mica gets everywhere. We're actually just going to use what's on top on that lid, because that will be more than enough.
Wait, can you open it again for a second?
You are not allowed to eat it.
I'm not gonna eat it. This looks like a mix of surprisingly shiny yogurt or lip gloss.
To me, it reminds me of, like, I feel like I need to put my finger in it, and then it's like a cold cream to put on my face at night. All right, this stuff is what I think has the texture of like actual edible mousse. But all the sparkle that's on my hand, I don't know how well y'all can see that, is all from the glacier paste.
That's amazing.
So this is a very sheer pink. It's very sheer. So you have, like, this one, I'm actually quite surprised at how sheer it is. You could spread this too thin and really kind of lose the pink, which might be actually an effect that you would want to go for. Let's see how that would work.
Oh, hello. That's my hand.
That's your hand. So if I scrape a lot of that off, I lose the pink color, but I still get the shimmer, which is pretty cool. Yes. Brenda agrees with the lip gloss. Yes. All right. And then what's awesome too is that the glacier paste shows up quite nicely on the black. Hold on.
Oh, that's cute.
But again, it's one where you've got to be careful with how hard you press down. This color compared to some of the other colors, I think would do better through a stencil, because then you know you're not going to scrape it too thin. This is really nice. Okay. White or black or both?
Both.
Are we surprised? No. And try not to touch the actual stuff, because you will get mica all over you.
As you have done.
All right. Well, she is playing with that. I'm betting you would almost have an easier time holding it like that, because I'm right-handed and you would be left-handed like this. But that's the problem. The paste is all on the wrong side for you. All right. While she is doing...
I'm always getting right-handed stuff.
Oh, shush. So while she is playing with that a little bit and having fun, let's take a look. This is the... And here you go. Look.
Mother.
Oh, sorry. What happened?
Mother.
What?
I don't know.
I know what you did. I bet I know.
I'm confused why it's black.
I have a thought. Hold on. Here we go.
You have a big brain thought.
It's taking up the black ink from...
Luckily, it didn't land on the carpet. It landed face up like this.
My child.
It landed like this.
Surprisingly, it did. It landed butter side up, essentially. It's taking... This is cheap black paper. And so it's taking the ink color from the paper.
Yeah.
That's what it's doing. Just not too pretty. All right, so this is the saying, so the gold has kind of settled a little bit and you're getting some more of that like light color. Oh, I forgot to say this embossing or embellishment mousse is called Mint Tea. Confused with minty. All right, so our Aspen Gold is all dry. I don't get any of the green really.
Do I clean this off too?
Yes, you can clean that off too. I don't get any of the green with either the black or the white, but it shows up beautifully on black. Even without the light shining directly on it, you can still see it quite easily. All right, and then we had the sparkle spray. So if you thought the mica mist, this stuff makes the mica mist seem invisible. It really does. You have got shimmer everywhere through it, and even on the edges where you don't have the color, you still have the shimmer. The color doesn't show up when it's dry on the black. It absorbs in. Now this stuff will come off a little bit. My hands have glitter and mica and all sorts of stuff on it right now.
Oh, you're getting the glitter box.
I'm going to rub this all over your face.
No.
I'm going to sneak in her room tonight, and I'm going to take this swatch and I'm just going to coat her face with it. Mwahaha. Yeah, not really. All right, let me grab a baby wipe real quick. And we're going to set this all off to the side. Throw that away. I think we'll throw away the stuff with the black ink on it. Alrighty. Then we get to do Becky's favorite part of the evening. Drops. Yes. Why can't he leave?
Because the chair was in there.
Oh, okay. Let me give her a sip of water real quick.
Okay, Tucker, if you're not going to leave, then...
All right. These are the swatch cards for the colors that I don't have yet. Here they are. So when I ordered all of this stuff at the end of September, I went ahead and also picked up all of their in-stock drops that I didn't have, which leaves me with 8 non-exclusive colors. There are, I think, 3 exclusive drop colors to the Tonic craft kits that are not sold anywhere else. And so those will be the only ones I end up not having at some point. So there are 4 different drop varieties with the Rustic Rose collection. You have Jewel Drop, which is called Peach Sorbet. It looks more, okay, can you be careful because you're knocking into the stuff over here. It looks more pink to me than peach. You have a Crystal Drop. Now this is a metallic drop. So this is not my favorite finish because this I find to be a little more finicky. Sometimes they work a little better than others. I've got some colors that will spread out real far, and I've got others that are stiffer and want to keep that Hershey kiss on it. But you've got this. It's got a very nice gold shimmer in it. It's called Heritage Rose. You have a stone drop called Rosebud Pink. And then finally, you have a new Dream Drop, which is, I think, the 9th color so far. It's called Enchanted Elixir. This is close to the Dragon Scales in the green, but it is lighter. All right, so let me pull out. Here we go. I think these are the 4. Not that one. Jewel stuff. Yep, there we go. All right. So I told Elizabeth she would get to play around with this a little bit too. Okay, I need you not to squeeze it like a crazy person. These I am going to be putting up here. I don't touch them because these are the ones that I'm actually going to stick in my swatch book.
Turn the fan back on?
Yes, please turn the fan back on. All right, so let's start with the Crystal Drop. Again, this is a metallic.
Oh, okay, Bobby, you can stay in here.
So just putting it out like this. The 2 smaller ones have a bit more of a Hershey peak to it. Some of those, ooh, there you go. You can actually see, especially that little one. Ooh, right there. You can see a little more of a peak on it. But these, it came out very smoothly, which I quite like, actually. I was very surprised. All right, so Brenda asked about the difference between them. Crystal drops come in two varieties. One are the metallic, and they have kind of like a pearly finish. This one actually has like kind of gold in it. If you look on their website, you are actually, and you look at their little color swatches, if you see swirls throughout the drop, that means it's a metallic. Most of the drops that got me addicted to Nouveau drops are the gloss ones. Some of them actually have the word gloss in the title, others don't. But they dome for me the easiest, and they're just shiny. These remind me the most of just plain regular enamel dots. These are kind of like a metallic enamel dot. So the next one, oh, and these show up very nicely on black. All right, I'm going to give you this stuff. You can do your swatching on here. All right, the next one that we're going to do is the Jewel Drop. The Jewel Drop, I have issue with it. It says it dries translucent. It doesn't. It actually dries transparent. It's tinted with color, but you can still read through it. So it is translucent or transparent. Translucent, I've always taken as it lets light shine through, but you can't really read through it. So this one's got a little more bubbles in it. Alrighty, so we're gonna make, oh yeah. All right, don't use it all up. That's nice. So when the Jewel Drops come out, looks like a little kitty cat. When the Jewel Drops come out, it comes out cloudy. It actually comes out translucent. I mean, you can I borrow this for a moment? Sure. To me, you're able to see more of a jelly finish with this than you are with that one. Like this one looks like you could sink down in it, whereas this could be dry and it would still look like that. But as it dries, it will then turn clear. So I've actually done things where if you could actually put this over writing, make sure that your pen is not water soluble. Otherwise it might smear. She's over there making a kitty. But this will dry clear so you can actually read through it. Yes. Hi, Harmony. Oh, don't tell me what happened on Big Brother. I don't know. I'm actually a couple episodes behind. And I put that on the wrong swatch card because I'm brilliant like that. Let me borrow this one more time.
You're welcome.
Oh, shush. All right, so I'm going to re-swatch this because apparently I can't read my own handwriting. There we go. You can swatch that. I'm going to set it up here. I'm going to take, and actually, let me borrow it one more time.
Thank you.
Oh, no, I want to show. So I'm actually going to put the Jewel Drop on top of the text, which you can kind of read it, but it looks cloudy. But when it dries, it'll be easier to read. So I will put up, actually, let me take a quick picture of it right now like this, and then in the Facebook group. All right. All right, there we go. All right, we're going to set that one up there too. Yes, you could. And actually, they have, they call it a crystal drop. I don't put it with the crystal drops. I put it with the Jewel Drops. But they have one called Morning Dew, and it is clear. This is actually the first Nouveau drop I bought. And I bought it to do like little water droplets. It is absolutely perfect. Actually, I was hoping, because this is back when the Nouveau drops were like a new thing. And I'm like, but could I use just the clear and like put it on top of my stickles?
You like my
I could put it on my stickles and then it will make the domey thing. No, it didn't work. But I found a new obsession after buying that one. It took me a while. I probably had that color for 1.5 years before I actually truly started using it. Don't you touch that one. I haven't swatched it yet. The next one are the Stone Drops. Now this actually has a texture in it to give it, so when it dries, it's actually rough. And the nozzle, hold on, let me take off. So if you didn't know, these nozzles pop out.
Oh gosh, there's my hair.
All right, and that's actually the way you would want to clear if it's clogged. A little bit up here. If it's clogged, you would want to use, you pop it off, and then I would stick a pin. Where's my glue? No, I don't.
Somewhere in here.
There it is. It's behind my keyboard. So I have my pin that stays in there. If I have a tip that clogs, I pop it off. I put the pin through the hole, and then I will pull it off. So whatever that hard part is then on the tip there, pull it off. Because if you do that and push it down in, actually, you do that. Actually, I'll just show you the other way. If you do push it down in, then that little, what are you doing? And that little dried piece will go down in the container and quite likely clog it. Another way to do it is to take it and actually do it backwards, where you push it out that way. But I popped the top off of these, and then I just go through, I clean the pin off. Ooh. And you should try the Heritage Rose on there. Okay, don't just, she's using all my Nuvo drops up, people. But let's see if I can get the tip there. Okay, I took the two tips off to see if I could flip this over.
That's rose gold. Oh no, I just realized that's rose gold.
And the one on the left is from the Dream Drops, and it is a thinner nozzle than the one on the right, which is for Stone Drops. Don't know how well you'll be able to see it like this, but even looking straight, Elizabeth, can you see that one of these holes is bigger than the other?
Yes.
Obviously.
Okay. The one on the right.
All right. I'm glad it was obvious to you.
Oh.
All right. Yeah. So Stone Drops. These have texture in them. Like Becky just said, they are great to use with stencils. And I was asking, Becky's the one that tipped me off on that. And she told me she applies it, can correct me if I'm wrong, Becky, but you take the Stone Drops, actually apply it directly to your palette knife, do your scraping. That way you don't have a whole bunch of waste left over. Because this stuff, I don't mind if I use this because it's not going to last necessarily forever. None of this will ever really last forever, but this has a shorter shelf life, I think, than some of the others. But this, if I don't use everything on the palette knife, I clean it off and don't worry about it. This, I'm like, but I will use up my drops. So this, here, Elizabeth, I want you to hold your finger out. Now I want you to do this.
Oh, because this has glitter in it.
No, it doesn't. But I want you to do this and tell me what it feels like.
Glitter.
Is it
sand?
It feels like sand. Exactly. So that's the texture in it. And when it dries, the drops that you have will have the texture to it.
I just feel regret.
It feels like regret. She's like, I'll never trust you again.
Because this honestly flaky form, it looks like glitter. So you can scare somebody by, like, who hates having glitter as a mess and just like rubbing it against your fingers.
I will probably re-swatch that so I'm not quite as shaky with it. But let me pull out one of the dried ones. So this, if you hear it, you can actually hear the grit that they put in. Really neat. It's not a product I use a ton of.
Oh no, I'm ruining the cat.
Well,
that's sad.
But true. I can't go in there and fix it. All right, last one. Let me pull out my swatch card that I'm not going to mess up this time. So this one, these are the Dream Drops. These are really pretty. They have a very nice iridescence to them. The bottle's diamond shaped. I think most of the drops, with the exception, the Jewel Drops and the Crystal Drops, both share round containers. Everything else has a different shape to the container. So you can actually easily identify it just by shape. All right, there we go. The Dream Drops are ones that I feel dome quite easily as well. My suggestion would be start with the gloss Crystal Drops. And the reason I say gloss is because I think it would be more versatile to start with the Crystal Drops that have just the plain shiny finish. I don't use the Dream Drops as often because I don't necessarily always have, hold on, I'm going to put it on here. I don't necessarily always have use, or I don't necessarily want the look of the Dream Drops with the iridescence. But what I wanted to show you is that these look great on black. Hold on, because I'm going to do something. And you can smear it on the black, and you get this beautiful shimmer to it. And depending on which drop color you use, you'll get different colors of that iridescent shimmer through it.
Also, I would like to point out that this one is, I forgot what this is.
Jewel Drop. Peach something.
This purplish one right here is actually this color. The peach something.
And when it peach sorbet dries, it will actually dry and it's going to look black because it's on there. So I want to pull out the dragon scales because this is the closest of the current Dream Drop colors. I'm trying to turn it so you see more of the color instead of the shimmer, but it is definitely different. They have a very similar shimmer as well, but I think the Dragon Scales has more of a gold shimmer, whereas this has more of a green shimmer. So I will put up some swatch photos of these two next to each other as well, but I'm going to wait until the stuff dries. So we'll put some of that stuff on. We'll put some of that on my Facebook page tomorrow. Okay. All right. So I'm going to slip this one really quickly back in here so I don't lose it. So I think Elizabeth might have found something she really likes.
I think I did well for my first try.
You did an excellent job. My only problem is now am I going to have to start buying 2 of every Nouveau drop? One for me and one for Elizabeth? I don't want to. There we go. All right, so here are, remove this forward. Here are all of drop colors. Now, put a little dot on the white and then smear that one.
That one like barely shows up.
It disappears on the white, but when it dries, it will still have a little bit of that shimmer, which makes it a fun thing if you want that kind of look. For a die cut, again, like the letters we were talking about earlier, I could take this, smear it, let it dry, and then I could die cut letters for my title from this, and then I've got a really unique finish for my letters. Same thing with it on white, and I'm like, you can't see it over here.
You can see my beautiful cat that I messed up, and my uwu and the sad face because I messed up the cat.
That's okay, but you can do the same thing. So you get that look of the white letter, but then it's got a little bit of that shine to it. So I wanted to show you. So here is the embellishment mousse, and it is dry, has a little bit of a texture to it. I think actually that was Elizabeth's sample.
Haha! Because mine were the bigger ones.
Yes, they were. And here it is completely dry on black. Now, once it dries, you do lose a little bit of that color, especially if it is a thinner coat. This one would be mine, and it's a little bit of a thicker one. That one's Elizabeth's, a little bit thinner. You do lose a little bit of that color, but it still comes through, and you get all that shine. All right, I'm going to need you to not use up all of my Dream Drops. I'll be calling Tonic tomorrow going, can you please send me more drops from Rustic Rose? Because my daughter used them all. All right, so that is all for today. And I want to thank you guys for joining me for a happy Scrappy hour. I almost called it the wrong thing. I had my old name for it. Let me know, leave a comment down below. And those of you who are here for my live, make sure you have a comment that's down below too, so I know that you're here. And we will do a drawing for some of the products that I have. So I have got a sample size of the Pearl Luster embossing powder. Is this the same one? Nope, this is a different one. It's a different one that I bought. It also have the Heritage Rose, which are the crystal drops that are the metallic finish. And then I've got a pot of the Shimmering Sunset Glitter. Is that the right one? Yeah, that's it. Shimmering Sunset Glitter. And I should have one more pot of glitter in here. Oh, here we go. And I have the Water Lily Pink Sequins. And you know what? I think I've got another one of these. So we will put in some of the copper gilding flakes as well. We'll put in the copper ones there. So leave a comment down below. Let me know what... No, you're not disqualified, Becky. Let me know what your favorite product was in the comments below. And next Thursday, when we do Happy Scrappy Hour, we will put all the names in a hat and draw a name.
Yes.
I'll have Elizabeth help me draw that. So, Brenda, different from the jewel drops. What's different from the jewel drops? The jewel drops, I actually have a lot of good luck with doming with the jewel drops. And actually, let me show you real quick because I had it turned sideways. Those two on the end, let me move this one, see if you can see it. Those two on the end have actually domed a little bit more, which is really nice. I tend to have an easier time getting larger drops to dome than getting the smaller drops. Hello, Joanne. Hello from Australia. Awesomeness. Okay. So I think that's it. Somebody needs to go to bed because she's got school tomorrow.
Just a reminder, tomorrow is Friday, so you all almost made it through the week.
That's right. And tomorrow we dance.
You dance.
She's just like, no, mother.
We don't do the dance in 7th grade or in middle school.
You're very lucky that I'm not there because I would make sure to interrupt Mr. Andexter's class with you and dance because he doesn't like that.
I would be fine with that.
All right. So thank you guys so much for coming. Let me know your favorite Nuvo product here. And I will see you guys later. Join me over on my Facebook group. I do live scrapbooking on live scrapbooking on Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern time there. And I am here throughout the week, various days, usually Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's what I'm hoping for, to do the Happy Scrappy Hour. Brenda says, okay, so I need jewel and crystal, not dream or stone. If you're going just from this collection, I would actually go jewel and dream. Crystal, I would do if you like this color, but I would suggest going towards a gloss finish first instead of the metallic finish. It's just because I have had trouble getting the metallic finish to dome and not do those Hershey Kiss peaks. Like a Hershey Kiss. What did you do?
I touched it because I thought it was dry.
Oh no, this takes forever to dry. This is the last step and then it sets down and then I get it tomorrow morning. So I move these up and away. So, oh, thank you, Joanne. I appreciate that. Look, someone says they love my style. Your mom has style.
What kind of style is it though?
I don't know, crazy style. So these would be ones I'd suggest if you're looking just for drops from this collection. Otherwise, I would suggest either crystal drops and dream drops or crystal drops and jewel drops, just depending on the look that you want. The only jewel drop I've really had trouble with is the one called Strawberry Coulis, which is the red. And I don't know if it's just I got a bad bottle of it and it Hershey kisses a lot for me. I get those peaks, whereas I don't. These are the gilding flakes. Yes. So these you also do not use with a fan on. I'm looking at Elizabeth as I say that, and I can show you. I can find it in here.
I believe you. I believe you, Becky.
I have it swatched somewhere, and now I can't find it. Where is the little golden heart?
I definitely 100% believe you.
Oh, there it is. What does Becky say?
Nothing. She says nothing.
Now Becky's disqualified. So this is this. I do not have a large pot. They come in like huge containers. I've only managed to get in all of the Sun-Kissed copper. It looks rose gold to me, but I simply die cut a heart from my really wide embossing or double-sided tape and put it on here, and then I embossed this copper. This is something I want to try more with, but I have to be in a really good mood, and it can't be hot outside because my scrapbook room with all the different filming lights on, it's like 11 million degrees in here right now, and that's with the fan going, and this is not a fan product.
It is.
I am going to ground you. Alrighty, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope if you're not a subscriber to the channel, please subscribe and give a thumbs up and a comment and hit the bell and I don't know, all the other things that you're supposed to do when you're a YouTuber and supposed to tell people to do stuff. So
subscribe. Oh, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.
There you go.
Always catch up on videos.
There you go. You always know when I go live because even I get emails every time I go live. Guess what? When Mommy's scrapping, you are live on your channel. And I'm like, well, duh, I'm the one that started it. Why do you need to notify me? All right. Y'all have a lovely evening. Bye.
Bye.
I lost my mouse.
It's right there. Goodbye for real now.
Goodbye. I just wait.